Guys, it's Kathleen, and today I'm doing the Not a Booktube Newbie Tag video. I was tagged forever ago to do this by Read by Jess. Love Read by Jess, she's the best. I'm going to link her channel down below. I'm also going to find the original creator of the tag. I don't remember who it was, but when I do, I will link their channel down below as well. I figured this would be a fun video to do, A, because I didn't know what I wanted to film today, but B, I actually just uploaded my 100th video, which is exciting. I didn't even notice I'd done it. It was my How to Grow Your Booktube channel video, which is one of these sketches I do. So yeah, I'll link that down below as well if you want to watch it. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Question number 1 is, how old is your channel? My channel is approximately a year old. It's just over a year. I believe I started uploading a video in early May, so it's about a year and 3 months now. They really do mean it when they say time flies. So yeah, it feels like a minute, but it's been over a year. Question 2 is, what are your favorite videos to film? And I feel like this is a given, but my favorite to do are discussion videos. I feel like those are the only videos I could say I'm really known for in the booktube sphere. And I also feel like they're the only videos that are really particularly original that I usually do. Aside from that, I love filming wrap-ups. I actually really like filming reviews when I actually force myself to do it. And I think tag videos are super fun. So yeah, definitely those 4 types of videos. Question 3 is, what's one piece of advice you would give to somebody joining booktube? First of all, know your schedule. A lot of people usually say pre-filming, and I agree with that, but I feel like pre-filming is a part of knowing your schedule. I would say always be aware of the time you're able to put into making videos, but not only that, be aware of the time you're able to put into interacting with other people's content. That's what really tripped me up when I first started. I didn't really understand interacting with other people's content, so I didn't really make friends, didn't really gain subscribers, didn't know why. So I'd say it's really good just to be very aware of the time that you're able to put into it, and that way you can get more out of it. Question 4 is, what are some unforeseen challenges that you've run into since joining booktube? I definitely have a lot of these, but I'm actually going to relate it back to what I was talking about before, which is knowing your schedule. I am very bad at knowing my schedule. Do not be like me. Yeah, generally I thought I would have a lot more time to make videos, especially these last few months, and it has not happened. And so I haven't really planned well accordingly for that. So definitely finding the time has been more of a challenge than I thought it would be. I also went through a period where I had virtually no motivation to make any kind of videos, and that was not fun, and it was not something I anticipated, because last summer when I started, I honestly could not have imagined myself feeling that way. I honestly thought I would just feel energetic and like booktube forever, but you are gonna go through those lulls and those periods where you just don't want to do anything, and that's what I had recently. So that was definitely an unforeseen challenge. Also, the fact that when you use tape to hold your freaking phone up on your freaking tripod, it will frequently fall over. This should be quite an obvious challenge that I should have foreseen, but some more advice to you would be to get like a little thingy to hold your phone up if this is how you're filming, because that was challenging and I should have foreseen it, but I did not. Question 5 is, a favorite book or series that you've read because of booktube, and this has to be My Lady Jane. I love this book so much. I actually bought it a couple years ago, so before I joined booktube, but I would never have picked it up so quickly. 2 years so quickly if I hadn't heard people on booktube talking about it. I think the person who really made me want to read this was Lacey from Lacey A Booksoki, who has great taste in books all around, and yeah, this was just such a good recommendation. I'm so happy I read it. It was one of the most fun books I'd read in forever when I read this, so yes, definitely a great one. I'm very, very happy that booktube got me into this one. 6 is, overall, what is your favorite aspect about booktube? I don't know why I keep making like little claw motions, but I'm doing it. I feel like this is a cliche, but I'm gonna talk about the community. So I think the big thing when you're a reader is just having people to share it with makes a difference. Quite honestly, my reading was so much different before I had people I could really talk about it with. Even though I worked at a bookstore for the first couple years before I started my channel, I didn't always have people I could really engage with. I didn't have people I could have those conversations with all the time. People weren't always reading the same books as me. They weren't always interested in the same books as me. So I didn't necessarily get to have those deeper conversations, which is what I was really here for. And beyond that, there's just something about communities of people who really love things. There's just something about having people to laugh with over things, people who get how you feel about books, and that's not something I always had, so I'm really happy I have that now. 7 is to give a shout out to a newbie. The person isn't new, you guys are gonna get it in a sec, but it's Natalie from Pages and Panels, who I love, and she actually had a channel, but she accidentally deleted it, and so she restarted it, and she's had to kind of start from scratch, and she's amazing. She's just the sweetest human being. I really like her content. I just like listening to her talk. She's adorable, and she also has really unique tastes in books. Like, she loves graphic novels and manga and things like that, so if you want that kind of recommendation, she's definitely the one to go for. Overall, I just think she's a fantastic channel. I also love her aesthetic. It's something that I could never achieve, but I just think is super cute, so I totally recommend Natalie. If you haven't checked her out yet, you definitely should. She's great. I'm gonna give her a link in the description. Question 8 is, who do you tag? And I honestly don't know who hasn't done this yet, but just in case, I'm gonna tag Jo the Great. I feel like she might have done this, but just in case, Gabi Arno, and yeah, I think that's all the people I'm gonna tag because I literally don't know who's done this. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Sorry it was a bit of a mess. I'm in a bit of a rush today. But if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe on your way out if you're new here. I upload videos sometimes twice a week, sometimes once a week. You just never know. If you want to follow me on my social medias, I'm gonna link them in the description. But in the meantime, I'm gonna see you guys next time.